Malika, you can almost feel the heightened expectations in the gusting winds coming off of Lake Erie these days for the home team. Last year, the Cavaliers started off perfect, 15-0 for the first 3 weeks of the regular season. This year, a little bit of a different story, as tonight, Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets come calling. The Rockets, one of the hottest teams in the NBA right now. They've won 4 straight games. Meanwhile, Donovan Mitchell and his Cavalier teammates, they've won 2 straight on this 6-game homestand. They insist that they are poised and ready for the challenge. Welcome, everyone, to NBA Courtside, presented by Michelob Ultra. Here at Rocket Arena, we got some fantastic bump for you tonight. Mark Jones courtside along with Doris Burke. Katie George joining us in just a moment. Doris, let's start with the Houston Rockets. Last year, 13th in offensive rating, and they really stalled out in the playoffs, especially when it came to closing. But Kevin Durant seems to be the perfect panacea for their problem.
If the question's late game, the answer typically is right if you're talking Kevin Durant. And what Houston did down the stretch of a nip-and-tuck ball game against Orlando that went to overtime, you put your 2 best players at the top of the floor. Watch this defender dance with the efficient footwork of Kevin Durant, just gains the necessary separation. Then out of a timeout, this one to send it to overtime. The middle of the floor is going to clear. The timing of this execution was perfect. It's straight isolation. Amen throws a rocket to Alperen Şengün. And Mr. Amen Thompson is oozing with talent, but that is Kevin Durant at the top of the floor. He waves that young gun off and says, I've done this before, my friend. The mid-range to ice that basketball game. Those 2 young men have been brilliant for Houston.
Those 2 guys have been really spectacular here in the early part of the season. And Katie George, Şengün had some interesting comments about his newest teammate.
Yeah, I did. Mark Doris, Alperen Şengün said for a guy that's averaged 27 points his entire NBA career, he just assumed Kevin Durant took a bunch of shots, but that's far from the case. He said he's so efficient, he makes things look so effortless when he goes for 25, 30 points. We shoot more than KD does. He also said that he's incredibly unselfish. KD recognizes that he came to a young team with young talent. Every time he passes up a shot and gives his ball to his teammates, he instills confidence. Şengün says he absolutely loves playing with KD, and it's been a great fit so far.
His influence and impact on his teammates goes well beyond the basketball court as well. Let's talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've won 2 straight games. They have had 8 different starting lineups, a host of injuries to deal with. The good news is that despite the expectations, they still have Donovan Mitchell.
Been a little bit of a scuffle team-wide, but anything but a scuffle if you're Donovan Mitchell. He has been at a career-high scoring, and he's flexing into what has become the greatest strength of his game. This shot chart's going to tell you all you need to know. He's taking 10 threes per game, all that downhill drive ability. This is as modern and perfect a shot chart as you can hope. It is hard to imagine they have 10 wins if they don't have this young gun right there.
Donovan Mitchell leading from in front and sometimes leading from behind. He has been the consummate leader this year for the Cavaliers, imbuing his teammates with much confidence. As for the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Evan Mobley, he says, Mark, why not? Let's go back-to-back with that award. He'll have a tough task tonight against some big size on that Rockets front line. Back with the opening tip in just a moment.
NBA Courtside is presented by Michelob Ultra Zero. Zero alcohol, just 29 calories.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA Wednesday, presented by State Farm from Cleveland. On the banks of Lake Erie here at Rocket Arena, it's the first meeting of the season between the Rockets and the Cavaliers, a couple of teams that figured to be in the picture come late May, early June. As we take a look at the starting lineups, brought to you by T-Mobile. First up, Rockets starting their 4th different starting lineup, going super-size big tonight. Durant, Smith Jr., Şengün, and Adams, average height close to 7 feet, and then Thompson clocking in at 6'7". Meanwhile, for the Cavaliers tonight, they'll start their 9th different starting lineup. Naquan Tomlin making his first start of the season on the front line with Mobley and Allen, DeAndre Hunter and Donovan Mitchell. doing the heavy lifting in the backcourt for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland coming off a nice win a couple of nights ago against the Milwaukee Bucks here at home. Game in which Donovan Mitchell had another strong offensive showing with 37 points. The Rockets, meanwhile, playing the first game of a road trip. And they're coming off a win at home in Houston against the Orlando Magic.
Houston rolled out this exact lineup first 2 games of the season. They were 0-2. They made a lineup switch, but it wasn't because of that. They're going this lineup because obviously they're looking opposite a team that starts a double big with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, and they love the minutes of this group together.
Is small ball dead, Doris? It kind of feels that way tonight. As we get underway, Mitchell will bring it across for the Cavaliers.